Tyler, and I'm a cow. Moo! Oh, hi. My name is Richie, and I'm a cow. But I like to tell people that I'm a forbidden cow. And that means that no harm can come to me. That's right. None. I'm a part of a cattle that belongs to a man named Helios. But many of you refer to him as the sun god. My life is pretty basic. I work at Chick-fil-A Monday through Saturday. And on Sundays, I work by trimming my neighbor's grass. I have one real friend, and his name is Bacon, and he's a pig. I live with both my parents on the farm. My dad's name is Big Mac, and my mom's name is Bessie. Growing up, I didn't understand anything that well. We didn't have this thing called school, and we didn't do homework because we didn't have school. But I never found out what those things were. I always hang out with my dad because he's the fun one in our family. Hanging out with him has made me the strongest cow on the farm. Well, I've done it again. I've talked about myself for how long now, and all you guys are probably getting bored. So I'll tell you my story. It was a normal day on the farm with the cattle. I woke up, ate some grass, got on my parents' nerves by mooing at the top of my lungs until they woke up. Of course, after that, I got in trouble and they made me put my friend Bacon's food in my mouth. It was so disgusting that I had a feeling the food was the reason why pigs smell so bad. Yeah, that bad. Anyway, every evening, my master Helios, the sun god, walks by the cattle and often stops by to talk to some fellow neighbors. But today was different. He didn't talk to the people. He talked to the animals. The appearance of our master Helios and his body language was just sad looking. I waited till he was alone to approach him because I didn't want to get teased by the sheep. The sheep, I don't know what it is, but they're just messed up. They're big, hairy, and obnoxious in my opinion. Anyway, when I approached Helios, he looked at me, then looked away. I started talking to him and asking him what's wrong, and just stuff to let him express his feelings. Next thing you know, he's looking at me in confusion. I then realized that I'm a cow. I then realized that he can't understand the word that I'm saying because I'm a cow. And all he's hearing is me mooing, groaning, and moaning for how long. He then puts his hand on my head and starts doing a back and forth motion. I didn't know what he was doing, but it seemed as if he was trying to kill me. I got scared and I ran back to my parents. 1 hour later, these massive ships arrive and many men get off them. They walk by the animals, but while doing so, their tongues are hanging out of their mouths, dripping wet. They kept walking, and that was the last time I saw them. Line. A couple weeks have passed, and nothing is fairly different. The only thing that is noticeable is the lamb that one of the sheep had a few days ago. That lamb never shuts up. All it does is sit there and cry. The next day, while I was taking my beauty sleep, my parents woke me up and told me to go to the back of the house. I look out the window and see that a major storm has been brought to the land and sea. The storm continues on for it seems like forever. People start to run out of food and starve. I watch as people try to catch fish but are not successful. Later that night, I hear the gates to the farm open, but I think nothing of it. Then, I hear a blaring scream, and it sounds exactly like a sheep's. I immediately wake my parents up and tell them what I just heard, and they tell me to go to the back of the house. I get to go to my room. I get to my room, but before I can sit down, I hear 2 more screams. But they're not sheep screams, they're cow screams. I slowly walk outside and see my mom down at my feet, slaughtered and killed. I didn't realize that my dad is missing. I make a blood trail lining the ground and decide to follow it. The trail ends, and as I look up, I see a sight that will haunt me forever. A man eating my dad. The man sees me and instantly starts chasing me. I run for so long that I start to get tired, and I slow down, but it's too late because the man corners me against the fence. I suddenly feel this urge of hate. And one thing leads to another. And in a blink of an eye, I'm kicking and punching to stay alive. I finally knock the attacker to the ground, and I make a run for it to go get help. I reach the gate, and I get struck by a sword. I try to crawl away, but I don't have enough strength to move. Line. The man slowly walks up to me, looks into my soul, raises a knife, and strikes me in the heart. That's it.